Hello and welcome to another video from me, Chris at DBG. It is week 2 of our NFL draft with loads of mates. Let's see how we got. Am I 2-0? Or am I 1-1? Or have I bizarrely got a draw? Who knows? And let's have a rundown of all the other teams. Back week 2, and as you can see at the top, I am 2-0, which looks like I really won by quite a lot of points, but emphasize I did not. Most there's some tactical changes and some massive failings in some players that would expect us to do well. I think across the board in every match. But let's have a look. So let's be honest, Borough, whatever's happening at Bengals, they need to sort it out. Russell Wilson, game. Denver are performing horribly. Cook, you expect 16 points at least, but didn't. Jacksonville, okay. Colts, we need to have words. That is not acceptable. Fournette again not performing at all where he should be. Where a Chubb and let's be honest, he just smashed that game, didn't he? Cooks, you sort of expect just above 10 or so. You know, a bit of upside, maybe getting a touchdown, but didn't even get that. Sutton had a great game. I really like Sutton. My two equivalents. Samuel or Debo didn't do too well, and Curtis Samuel 22 points, fantastic, and I got him on the fab waiver wire that week as well. Who did I drop? No, I didn't. I had a spare space, so I didn't drop anyone to get him. So I was really lucky. And to be fair, without him, it's a tougher game. No, let's be honest. Tight ends just performed horribly across the board. Schwartz was injured, so it's a problem. Terry, considering you got outscoring, you know, who is the RB1 there? You know, it's hard to fluctuate between those two at the moment. Henderson, 10 points is gain 10. That's all I need him for. I don't need anything else. Kurt, what a great season he's having. He's been paid a lot of money. He needs to perform, and he is. Carr has very little upside, but does exactly what I need him for. So it's okay. Rams, great defense at a time, and 49ers tend to always going to have good defense. So on the bench, would I have swapped anyone? If I didn't have them, I would have put in Mears. I didn't think Boyd was going to have a game. That's what I dropped. Boyd would have been there, and I dropped him for. And on the other side, Tony Pollard. Let's be honest, where Dallas was performing, you wouldn't have put him in for. You definitely wouldn't put him in for Kurt and McLaren. You expect, and you wouldn't have swapped him out for Fournette and Cook. So that's fair enough. That's what it is. So let's go through the next team. So unfortunately, Cleveland Steamers, you are 1-1. Dak and Isle of Wight, the Trump, both high scoring to be honest, but only has to be one winner, and that was Dak, who has got a really solid team. You expect 20 plus points for Allen, and Lamar Jackson just had a field day, so already you're looking, it's going to be tight. Aaron Jones, well, from previous week, didn't really do anything, or Packers did nothing to be honest. Suddenly just smashing it. Great there. And this is where Arnold Trump does suffer with his RBs. Edmonds, it's Miami running loads of different people at the moment. Barkley didn't get as much. He's pretty much got held for only 11 points, but still got held points. And Gibson got the same. Higgins scoring good. Higgins in there. Mike Williams performing where we want him to perform. He is a good player. This is where it gets those big points. Morrison Brown, 38 for Detroit. They were just all over the place, and it was just a great game. Let's be honest. Finn, you don't expect many points from Finn. You want the touchdown because what he's getting isn't that much. Great for a tight end. Anything above 10 points for a tight end, unless you're obviously top 2, which Mark Andrews is, 25 points. Penny, 1 point. They've got problems at Seattle all over the place. And then Henry, you expect 16 points. Let's be honest, it's a minimum. 8 points, that didn't happen. Cousins, Wentz, 27 points for a QB. He is up there at one of the tops at the moment. Can he maintain it or can he just flop? And Trey Lance. Let's do a 3-second silence. Happy enough. Trey Lance, your season's over. That could be a real big hitter for Isle of Wight. And this is a Superflex league where you tend to run 2 QBs at least. You normally have 3, 1 on your bench as well for when you get by. So it's bad there. Brown 0 points and Ravens only getting 2 points. Not really much there. But if you think of, even though at 175 points, there's some big lack of scores on this side as well. Gibbs was obviously injured. Goodwin injured. Bateman 20 points. Wouldn't expect that there. Jones injured. Cook not really getting on there. Obviously suspended there. Right, and Prescott injured. So there isn't really anyone you would swap in and out at all, to be honest. So it is what it is. Next, Fennec Wanderers, low scoring, low scoring, and Birds high scoring now, 158. Let's go through. Kirk Cousins, that isn't good enough for a QB. Tunga, 38 point. He smashed it, didn't he? That game was something special to watch. That's why Jackson got so much as well. Game of 48, 42, 38. What a game. Travis, you'd expected more, but suddenly he isn't getting the goal line at the moment. Williams, exactly the same. Jeff Wilson, 10 points. Let's be honest, as soon as Lance went down, their running game of 49ers changes quite a lot. Edwards, 15 points. He's doing really well this season, I think. Jefferson needed more. There's lackluster for him. Cooper Kupp, 32. You almost like expecting those type of points now. It'll hit you hard when you don't, but I think this team is solid without it anyway. Speaking of which, Evans, you expect some points. You don't expect to get suspended halfway through, and he's missing next week 3. So we'll see what's going to happen there. Tyreek Hill, he was all over the place, wasn't he? He was open and running, and Hail Mary's thrown at him. He was all over the place and catching. He was fantastic. Travis Kelce, 10 points. You sort of expect more. Waller, 17. Really good game for him. Juju, it's hard to know who's going to get the ball at Kansas. It's all over the place at the moment. A good team. No one knows which wide receiver to defend at the moment. Judy, he picked up an injury as well. 82 points. Matt Ryan at 1 point. Colt, sort it out. Give the ball to Taylor. Ryan Tannehill, 0 points. Hey, did he do anything? He did nothing. Did he even play? I don't know. It just looks like he didn't do anything, does it? But 0 points. And Bengals, 3 points. And Steelers, 2 points. Very little on the difference of defense. So you lost by 50, you know, a lot of points. You know, you got on 58 is what you needed to get to at 64. So I think we can have a best prize for the best ever bench single player. It's going to go to you, Fanet. So Rob, well done. You win the best benched player of the week. It's Jane Waddle. 42 points. The only saving grace is even with that, you wouldn't have won. So, yeah, would I have played him? I would have played him instead of Juju. I'd rate Waddle way above Juju. So yeah, it'd be my flex easily. On the other side, could you got more points? Brees Hall, maybe over Williams. I don't know. Probably you wouldn't put him over Williams. You hit or miss whether you're going to go over Judy. Judy's got arguably more upside. But yeah, his bench equals his score, which is remarkable. 64-64. I don't think any team can ever have that again, so it's a prize in itself. Next, Ramsey Raiders and Tampa Buffalo. 104 to the winners of 148. Well done, Jonathan. Unlucky Dan. It was some players just not performing where they should be. Across the board, I think this is happening. And on the other side, players performing very well. So Mahomes, 17 points, you expect more. Murray, 25, yeah, great. I think he's just going to get better and better. Cam still looks like he's running with Hendry, and they're running a almost 2 between him and Henderson at the moment. McCaffrey, you want more, but I don't know how much they're nursing that recovery at the moment. Sanders, I don't rate at the best of times anyway. Josh Jacobs, I don't rate either. So I wouldn't expect many points from him. Chase, you expect more from that. And that's why Burrow was so low. He wasn't, Lamb, equally. But with Prescott out, we'll see how much Lamb is going to be affected out. I think massively, to be honest. And with tight end out, Schultz possibly out for a couple of weeks. We'll see what's going on there. Moore hitting where he should be, but you want a little bit more upside on Moore. Marcus Brown, 13 points, hit what he's supposed to be getting. Tight ends, Pat, 12 points, great for a tight end, and Zach, 15 points, great for a tight end. You don't expect more than that. Alan Lazar, not doing much. I don't think he's really got the trust of Rodgers at the moment. Cooper, are you back? That is a question. 24 points, great for him. Rodgers, yeah, 16. You're not getting much from that, are you? Let's be honest. He's not running, but he should be passing more touchdowns. It's not really a heavy scoring game in that sense. So, and Goff, he is doing well. Detroit are doing well. One thing that. Packers 10 and Saints 4. Not really anything special there. Well, 10 points is quite special, I think, for defense. 4 benches. Looking at it, Dawson doing really well. He's great rookie for Washington. Again, Washington wide receivers are all getting a good share of the ball and equally great upside at the moment. I think all their floors are really low. So, but we'll see how it goes. And on the other side, is Smith doing well? Higby doing really well for a tight end at 15 points. Would it have changed the results? No. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. So you put the right players where they were. I don't think I would have picked anyone different, to be honest. So that's what it is. Oriental Lovers 97. Badlands, the highest score of the week, 165. Some big scores here. Herbert doing great for a QB. Then at 23. Hurts, well, he was just all over. But he's actually proving he might have a good arm this season. Let's see. It's good for Eagles. 37 points. Swift 16, good for RB. Eckler 17. I always expect more from Eckler because I do rate him better as an RB. Elliott, well, as a Dallas fan, it's bad at the moment. Our line is so bad. And I know it comes down to injuries, but then we got actual QB issues, tight end issues, wide receiver issues. I don't think Lamb can hold it by himself. He needs people being able to run, and with not an offensive line, everyone's just going, we'll just mark Lamb. He's easy. So yeah, Dallas got some troubles. Let's hope let's hope he gets playoffs. That's what I hope. Montgomery, 15 points. That's good for Chicago. So that's what I rate. Nice to see Johnson getting some ball back. Diggs is having a phenomenal season already. Let's see how it's going to go at 44 points. It's just crazy. Robson, 15. He had a great season, and watching the game, he was good. He was really good. McCaffrey, DK Metcalf looked fantastic in the game. Had that wonderful catch. I think it was ball back. Not too sure. But then nothing at all. And Seahawks didn't really perform very well. Knox getting what he's supposed to get. They need more. Hopkinson, well, everyone else is getting the ball but you, so we'll see how it goes. AJ Dillon didn't really do much, but the rest of your team did, so it's not too bad. James Robinson, is he back or is he just there for goal line? It's interesting to see how the rest develops. Tom Brady, well, he didn't do much, and score reflects that. And Hunt didn't do much. Well, that's because Chubb was getting everything and getting success. Colts, 0 points. I almost think we were going to get minus at some stage. And Buffaloes were just all over Tennessee. Bench. Let's see, we got big scorers. London Drake, would you have got him in? No, I'd probably rate AJ Dillon over Drake, but 24 points would have made a difference getting up there, but not enough. And Wilson had a great season, great game. No one sort of expected that. I don't think it's something that's going to happen again, so we'll see how it goes. And last game, Hollywood Hitman at 93 and 73 to Chicago. Let's see how it goes. James Winston, obviously injured, 7 points. Trevor Lawrence has got upside with running ability at 18. Mixon didn't really have a good game, only 10 points. Harris saying he didn't have a good game, and it looks like he's injured at the moment. Let's see what is questionable. Of course, Patterson, only 4 points. I think it could be that time where he's starting not to get as much production. Connor just didn't have a good game at all. AJ Brown back to earth and had a big game in week 1. Adams expected more, but I need him to perform well because then my QB car performs better. And more, well, it wasn't going to you, was it? It was going to Wilson. We've seen Pittman injured, which is a right shame. See how he recovers. Pitts, there's some problems there. He is supposed to be, I had him ranked at tight end 3. We'll see how it goes. And Albert, okay. 0 points. Didn't do anything. Michael Thomas seems to be, he's performing well, 18 points. Let's see how it's going to go. Mooney, I just don't trust anything in Chicago at the moment. Only 1 point. Fields, equally the same reason. And Stafford bring 18 points. Good solid there. Bucks at 25 points. That was just devastating, wasn't it? And Broncos doing something there. It could have been, there was much in it. Definitely the Bucks scoring a massive jump there. It's helping on the bench, which could have made a difference. But this side, they're all non-existent, pretty much. Pierce, I want more from you as a youngster. I would like you to do well. Harris and Lockett. Lockett had a good game considering how bad Seattle were doing. And Harris. Would I put them in over people? Mooney, I wouldn't touch Mooney. Myself, I would have put Harris in. Or possibly Lockett. I don't know. That's type Lockett or Mooney. I'd have to go on the game each week. But that is it. Let's see. That's not where I want to go. Let's go to League Home and see where we're at. Full stand-ins. Yeah, I'm currently on 2 wins. It's only week 2. It's no any panic stations yet. Happy how my team's performing and getting a little bit of luck as well. Other than that, I think there's not much else. I think our league is a bit tight. Badlands, Dak and myself all on 2 wins, and over on the east side only Birds with 2 wins, but that could all change very, very quickly. Full standing protections, let's have a look, see what it's even predicting at the moment. Have I gone up? Ramsgate, you're doing well. You started at 1, now you're down. Dak, you gone up 1. There's Brush, you're on 5 to 4. Relental Lovers 7 to 8. Infinite Wanderers. There's no big changes. It's right, Cleveland, you stayed where you stayed. Keep it consistent. It's 12 and 12. Everyone else is moving up and down, but this just changes all the time. And we'll see, we've had a little trade with Tony. I was going to drop him anyway, and had a possibly better upside with Mackenzie. Trey Lance, dropped. Samuel was my off the waiver just before game day and put him in. See, added Baker Mayfield, not really any big things happening, but weak. It's not, to be honest. It's not really any transfers. So schedule, we are scheduled at the moment week 3, so we'll see how it goes. Got my matchup. Yeah, so I'm against Oriental Lovers, who apparently is predicted to be last, but I still think he's got a good team. It's got good players in it, so it only takes a couple of people, let's be honest, are getting really big upside. Swift, Robson, AJ Dillon, Herbert and Brady can all score big points. As a Dallas fan, I want Elliott to score loads of points. As a fantasy fan, I don't want him doing anything. But it's against New York Giants, so anything can happen there. It could be potentially really good. So my tight end is out, so I am looking for a different tight end. We'll see what's going to happen there. I don't know if I'm going to drop him or not, especially when Robson comes back. We'll see if he replaces Gibson, which will be good. Get a better running game. And Colts, sort it out. Chubb, carry on what you're doing. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a tight game. I don't believe in projections at all. Anything is all over the place. Look at the players. There was hardly any that scored the projections that we're going to get. So let's see how it goes. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, all of that jazz. And there will be more Warhammer content coming. I just got to get around to it. I've ordered a Saturn 2, so there'll be some nice printing videos. If there's any files or models you want to see me print, let me know, and I'll go through that as well. I'll do an unboxing video for it all and a setup and all of that jazz as well, so can't wait for that. But for now, wish me luck, and give a shout out to any teams you want to win or lose, or any advice around fantasy football. We can just have a conversation about it. Good luck in your own, and hope you enjoy. Bye for now.